Saudi court sentences Yemeni man to 15 years in prison for promoting apostasy, unbelief and atheism.
Here's a summary of the article.
A Saudi court sentenced a Yemeni man to 15 years in prison for apostasy on October 21, 2021. Based on comments made via two anonymous Twitter accounts, Human Rights Watch said today. Saudi authorities arrested Ali Abu Luam, 38, on August 23, and are holding him in Najran prison in southern Saudi Arabia. An informed source told Human Rights Watch that on August 23, Abu Luham's Saudi employer called, asking him to come to a brief meeting, after which he left his home and never returned. Based on court documents reviewed by Human Rights Watch, Saudi prosecutors contended that the anonymous Twitter accounts in question were registered with phone numbers tied to Abu Luam. Because Abu Luam retracted his confession in court, the court rejected the hudud claim and sentenced him to 10 years in prison based on the Islamic law principle tazir, under which judges hold wide discretionary power to determine punishments in individual cases, and 5 years based on Article 6 of Saudi Arabia's anti-cyber crimes law. Modernizing, Saudi Arabia needs to first stop policing people's personal beliefs, Page said. As it seeks to modernize its criminal justice system, Saudi Arabia should urgently prioritize decriminalizing peaceful speech, starting with the decriminalization of blasphemy.
This post received a score of 6,300, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than anonymous Twitter, HRM.
This article should be posted on any thread that shows how Saudis are becoming less medieval with letting women drive.
You can drive, but you better be thinking about God while you're doing it.
I always let God drive.
Allah take the wheel?
Allah take the wheel to the airport. I'm flying out of this shithole of a county and its medieval, archaic beliefs. God. Hey, wait a minute. You tricked me. Person. You've already punished me with hell. Guess what? This is double jeopardy at play. Now drive, bitch.
How very religious of them. No beheading? When did they get that merciful?
And we sell these people guns? This is what happens when religion takes the reins of power.
America doesn't really give a shit. Profit is profit. And as long as Saudi doesn't threaten American power nor oppose the Western agenda, unlike China or Russia, Saudi can freely act however it wants, i.e. oppressing women, banning other religions, no freedom of speech and very limited human rights. Besides what's happening in mainly US, Europe, developed countries in Asia, and China, no one really gives a shit about what happens in the rest of the world, as in they are rarely if ever in the spotlight. Exposing their stories don't fit the narrative nor bring profits for the media. Even though most of the most depraved shit often happens in these countries that no one really cares about. Don't give a shit? Shit. Half of America wants the same kind of system here, lol.
Spot on. Just replace Islam with evangelical Christianity.
Arguably the greatest current human rights violation is the death penalty for ex-Muslims. Tens, if not hundreds of millions of ex-Muslims are in the closet because their own government has the death penalty in place for leaving Islam. Death penalty for literal thought crime. The other group that I can think of that is threatened by death penalty are homosexuals. Also unacceptable. I mean worldwide, not only in Saudi Arabia. In fact, in over 10 countries, a person changing their mind and becoming an ex-Muslim is punishable by death. By the government, mind you, not some mob.
Yay, but ex-Muslims won't give you brownie points, so fuck them. It's almost like religion is an anchor holding back the human race. It's a money-making scheme and it keeps people in line. It's obvious. But if you question anyone's religion, you are deemed unworthy and an outcast.
It's also a breeding program.
How dare he promote common sense?
This is also the same country actively promoting their country for Western tourism. Yay, right. Like I'm giving tourist dollars to any backwards religious hellhole.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.